You have plugged and unplugged these things thousands of times in your life, but have you ever stopped to ask, why are those holes there? Do they carry electricity somehow? Are they punched out to save on metal? Or is there some hidden mechanism buried inside your wall? Welcome to Behind the Objects. Today we are cracking open a 100-year-old mystery hiding on something you touch every single day but never actually think about. To understand these tiny holes, we have to go back to the early 1900s, and here is something that will genuinely surprise you. Back then, homes had no wall outlets at all. Houses were wired purely for overhead lighting, nothing else. So if you wanted to use an early electric appliance, a toaster, an iron, you literally had to unscrew a light bulb from your ceiling and plug your appliance cord directly into that open live socket. It was inconvenient, it was dangerous, and it desperately needed fixing. Enter an inventor named Harvey Hubbell. In 1904, Hubbell invented the world's first detachable electrical plug, and it changed everything. By 1913, he had patented an improved version featuring metal prongs with small indentations which eventually became the holes we see today. But why did he add them? In Hubbell's time, the metal contacts inside wall sockets were built with tiny spring-loaded bumps. The moment you pushed a plug in, those bumps would physically snap into the holes on the prongs, locking the plug firmly in place so it could never accidentally fall out. Simple, clever, a brilliant little piece of engineering. And for decades, that bump and hole system was the gold standard across the entire electrical industry. But here is where the story gets really interesting. If you cracked open a standard modern wall outlet today, you would not find those bumps anywhere. They are completely gone. Modern sockets abandoned Hubbell's original locking system entirely. Today's outlets hold a plug in place using a totally different method: pure friction. Tight spring, loaded pressure plates grip the flat sides of the metal prongs and hold them firm. No bumps, no clicking, no holes needed. So if the mechanism those holes were built for no longer exists, why are the holes still there? Why not just make solid prongs and be done with it? Because those holes found a second life. With their original purpose gone, they quietly took on two brand new jobs. First, they are a huge help during manufacturing. When a factory is assembling a power cord, a thin metal rod is fed straight through both holes. That rod holds the prongs perfectly still and parallel, while hot liquid plastic is injected around them to form the plug body. Without those holes, that process becomes far more complicated. Second, they serve as a critical safety feature. You may have seen a padlock or a zip tie threaded through the holes of a plug on a job site. This is called lockout-tagout. By looping a lock through those holes, you make it physically impossible for anyone to plug a dangerous machine back in while someone is repairing it. What started as a simple locking convenience has become a genuine life-saving tool. According to current electrical standards, those holes are technically optional today, but they remain, a quiet echo of Harvey Hubbell's 1913 design, still helping factory workers and safety inspectors more than a century later. It just goes to show, even the most invisible everyday objects have a story worth telling. If you enjoyed this one, hit that like button, share it with someone curious, and subscribe to Behind the Objects. We will see you in the next one.